Hey guys, welcome to another video. My sleeves are ridiculous, but today when I was going out, my mom was like, "You look like a mop," and I was like, "Thanks, that's a compliment." But today I'm going to be doing an Idol Insider video, and I was blown away by how many people were engaged on this certain comment. There was a certain comment on a certain topic that one of my subscribers wanted me to touch up on, and it had around 6.5k likes and 99 comments or replies regarding that topic, which I was blown away by because I wasn't really keeping track of the comment section, and it was really interesting to see you guys engage with each other. And I was like, oh my god, I gotta get on it because I gotta tell them everything about it. So I actually read through all 99 of your guys' comments, and I basically just wrote down a couple of key points that I wanted to talk about, or just things that you guys were curious about. So yeah, let's get with the video. Also, before we start off with the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, if you guys haven't subscribed, help a girl out, you know, join the fam. If you guys are new to my channel, I do content on the backsides of the K-pop industry. I've done a couple of videos, so if you guys are interested in that kind of content, you guys can go check out the other videos. And I just do a little bit of just like my life, so if you guys are interested in that, subscribe. And I'm just gonna be going right to it. The question was, how do idols deal with acne? Most idols look poreless and pimple-free. Well, I hate to break it to you, most idols aren't poreless and pimple-free. What a good world it would be if everybody was poreless and pimple-free. But there are like a little bit of tricks and tips, and also just I want to just clarify on certain things that you guys were talking about, because if certain people were talking about certain things and I just wanted to touch up on it. So a comment that I'm going to be reading was, I would love if you make this question more specific. Like my common sense says that if one is not eating properly, we all hear about those K-pop diets, and not sleeping for 8 to 9 hours a day, and is always wearing heavy makeup, how come those idols, even trainees, can have such perfect skin, considering they're only carb diets or they only sleep 4 hours a day? Also, is it common to take a lot of supplements? Also, how often do they go for skin treatment? First of all, that was a lot to handle, but I'm just gonna kind of be breaking it down. Not all idols have perfect skin, and actually there are many idols who suffer from acne or just other skin problems, and I would say that they don't really take as much supplements. If they do, it would just be vitamins. Obviously there are gonna be people who do take birth control, but I feel like in Korea, skincare is just so advanced that I feel like a lot of people lean towards topical products and also just eating foods that are healthy more than taking supplements or pills. So I just want to talk about that. And also, how often do they go for skin treatments? This is with idols, I would say that you go once a week. It all depends on what type of skin you are. If you have acne prone skin, you can go twice a week, or some, skin cares or dermatologists, they make you come in once every 2 weeks. It always depends. For me, I went in about once a week, and I have acne prone skin, and also I have very dehydrated skin. So what I would do when I went in to go to the dermatologist, she would basically start extracting my pimples, which hurt like crazy, and also she would do stuff where I could just rejuvenate my skin, and I would do a lot of facials that had a lot of moisture and also that will calm my skin down, like cooling calming masks. And then after, sometimes since I will have just like hyperpigmentation or acne scars, I would get laser. And I wouldn't get laser too often. I would say probably like once a month, and it definitely does help. But now, since I do not do laser, I do not get it extracted, and just I do not get like facials too much, I feel like my skin isn't as great now as it was back then. It really does make a difference. I know that some people will be doing skincares at home, but definitely when a professional comes in and starts to take care of your skin, it does change the game. And for me, I personally didn't know what my skin type really was. I just thought that I had really dry skin and it was acne prone skin, but she's like, no, you don't have dry skin, you have dehydrated skin. And I was like, oh, is that so? She's like, yeah, basically, you know, you've been using the wrong products. Because for me, I was using skincares or just like stuff that were acne solution skincares, but she told me that the most important thing for me was that I had to use a lot of skincares that, you know, had a good pH balance and also that had a lot of moisture. So for me, that was something that I learned. Basically, when you start going to skincare, you will start to learn more stuff about your skin, and also they will do stuff, you know, fitted for your skin type. Also, they will use a skincare line that they have there and that the clinic has, which is very helpful because it's obviously refined and just perfected to certain skin types, which I highly recommend if you do go to ever a dermatologist or a skincare. You should try seeing what kind of products they recommend for your skin, since they will know more about your skin. Another comment that I got is a lot of idols have acne and pimples. Actually, they're just simply covered with makeup and under extreme bright stage linings. It doesn't show much. Also, most of the fan sites touch up every single photo before posting so the idols can look flawless, and this is absolutely true. Fan sites and just fans will Photoshop the skin so that their idol looks flawless. And this is something that I really do praise fans for, is because they just even care about that detail specifically too, which is something that I personally think is like really cool, because, you know, they're caring for their idol's image. But at the same time, not a lot of people know if they have bad skin or not, which is great, you know, because that's what the fans want. But definitely there will be a lot of Photoshop, and you will never know if the idol has really good or bad skin until you meet them. And I've met and encountered a lot of idols who actually have really bad skin, because when I saw them on TV, their skin looked fine, and when I would see them like backstage or on music show programs, it shocked me because there were a lot of people who had really bad skin. And I was like, wow, like technology, like fans, everything's so crazy. Another thing that I want to talk about is that for CFs, music videos, music show programs, dramas, TV shows, they're obviously going to be having to edit it before, and there are a lot of editing ways so that the skin could look good, like skin enhancements or just certain effects to where the skin looks more flawless. And this is actually a lot of big idol groups use this, and they will actually have talks with just music show programs saying, oh, no, don't forget to put in the effects. And it's something that I feel like a lot of idol groups use, and definitely it's just so crazy. Like the people who are there like back just editing stuff, they're the ones that are doing the magic too. I know firsthand because I'm filming myself, so I could obviously see, you know, my acne, but when I was always on TV and I still had acne, you couldn't really see the acne very well because they were obviously having filters. Those are the good days, you know. Someone teach me how to put filters on my videos, you know, skin enhancement filters. But it's okay. I love myself. It's okay. Nobody has perfect skin. There are actually a lot of people though who do have perfect skin, and a lot of idols. One of my members, or my ex-members, she would literally just sleep with her makeup on and she would not break out. And I was like, damn, like you're blessed. And yeah, there are people who really do have good skin. There are a couple of things that idols will do to just prevent acne. You know, you can't always just prevent every way of acne, but there are just some things that idols do so that, you know, they could at least try to stop it. So number one is when they go to practice, we wear minimal to no makeup. And we wear minimal to no makeup, and that is because when you're practicing, you're constantly sweating, and if you have makeup on your skin and every time like your pores open or they close, you're gonna be having to just get a lot of like makeup in your pores. So that is the reason why a lot of idols, when they're at practice, they do not wear makeup or they wear very little makeup. And something that I really want to say too is that for me, I personally had better skin when I wasn't promoting and I was just basically, practicing. And I think that this is just because, I really do think so, like thinking about it now, I think it's because I drink more water, and I know that's common sense, but if you think about it, the more you practice, you're always going to be constantly drinking water because you're constantly dehydrated. So for me, I realized that I got better sleep while I was practicing, I drank more water, I was able to go to the skincare more often since we didn't have schedules, and also I wasn't wearing makeup. So I feel like all of these really did help me, and for sure my skin definitely looked better when I was practicing more than when I was promoting, because when I'm promoting, I'm under stress, I don't get a lot of sleep, I'm not eating regularly, and like everything's just kind of irregular, and I'm wearing makeup for long hours and long periods of time. So for me, I definitely feel like when you're behind the scene and you're not really in front of the camera, definitely we try to wear less makeup as possible. I mean, unless you're super busy and you just have schedules back to back, that's when your skin is just like really stressed out. And for cases like this, there are cases where I remember I had makeup on my face for literally like 20 hours, and the moment after the event's over or the schedule's over and I got in the car, I would erase my makeup. And a lot of idols do this. A lot of idols have cleansing waters or just like cleansing wipes where they could take off their makeup, and this is because they just want to not wear the makeup even for just like an hour less, because when you're in the car and you're obviously going to be sleeping, you don't want to sleep with like a bunch of makeup on your face, especially stage makeup, because stage makeup is so thick. And yeah, I remember that I would always just have cleansing water, and I would just like put just like lotion on, and then when I got home I would just do a finer cleansing routine. Another question that I got is, can you give us some specific facial treatments that idols do? And this is something that I can't answer because every idol has different skin types, and this is something that is just gonna be different. So that's why I just kind of hesitated making this video at first, because I can't speak for all idols, and this is just myself and just for the people that I saw. Another tip that I used when I was an idol, if I had a really bad breakout right before a stage, or like right before a show or right before an event, I would do like a clearing solution mask at home the day before. And these are just masks that are for calming down the skin. One that worked really good was a Dr. Jart clearing solution mask. I'll leave a picture of it up here. And for me, that's what really fit my skin. My members use different topical products that were better for their skin, but this was something that worked for me. So I feel like every idol definitely finds a balance of what works for them and what doesn't, and it definitely took me a lot of tries and a lot of products to figure out what fit my skin. And something that I want to say is that for me, what I noticed is that for the males and guy idol groups, I feel like they tend to break out more, or they suffer from acne more, and I definitely feel like this is because they don't have a certain cleansing routine, and this is because they never really wore makeup on their face before they were idols, so they don't really know anything about cleansing, or they don't have the knowledge of exactly what they're supposed to do. Because my makeup artist told me that a lot of the guys always ask her for like recommendations or how they're supposed to take the makeup off, because they don't know what they're supposed to use, and you know, if they're just supposed to use cleansing water or if they're just supposed to use cleansing foam. They don't know any of that. I definitely feel like for girls, since you know they wear makeup here and there, that they have a cleansing routine and they have also a skincare routine. But I feel like for the guys, since that sometimes they might not be able to take their makeup off thoroughly, this is what causes breakouts. And my makeup artist told me that she noticed that a lot of the guy idols who even had good skin before, because you know, like when they debut, as time passes by, they would start to break out. And this is because they're not cleansing properly. And she would say that this is something that she noticed, you know, a lot of guy idols tend to break out because they don't know how to cleanse properly. So that is something that I just wanted to say. I hope this touched up on all the questions that you guys had. You guys pretty much answered the questions, you know, by yourself, but I just did want to engage in this conversation with you guys. I hope you guys liked this video. Let me know if you guys have any more questions or just comments about this topic. I will try my best to answer them, and I always do try my best to answer them. I usually do it in like the beginning, you know, when the video first goes up. So yeah, if you guys ever have a question, you know, feel free to leave it in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, turn on the post notification bell for those of you guys who haven't turned on the post notification bell yet. If you guys do, you guys will be alert every time a new video is up. And yeah, I hope you guys like this video to a day where we all have perfect skin. Bye.